Hey, what's up, streamers? What's up, NMSS? We have none other than the man himself, the legend, Drysdalez. What's going on? How are you?
Where is he? Where is he? I'm great. Where is he? Where's the legend? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh man, no, thank you. It's all to you, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. You look great. I love your T-shirt, by the way. I'm gonna have to get one of those as well as I continue.
It's got
Ooh, front and back. Nice. I like it. I like it. So we're really happy to have you today. We're just gonna do a member spotlight, little special edition for everyone. We got some great questions lined up, so let's get started. When did you start streaming?
I first started streaming last year, back end of last year, probably around this time. And actually, last year is when I first started streaming, and I did it for about 2-3 months, and then I stopped. And then I picked it back up recently, which is I think approximately 5 months ago now.
Okay.
Reason why I stopped is because I went, oh, this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. Oh, I don't have time for this. And then I kind of stopped. And then COVID kind of happened, and I was like, I can get back into streaming again. So yeah, that's what I did.
Nice. So why did you originally start, I guess? Like, what drove you to kind of want to do this?
So my cousin started streaming, and he was like, I've started streaming. I was like, what do you mean you started streaming? He's like, yeah, it's really easy. Just get a camera and stuff. You play games all the time anyway, so yeah, just show a camera on your face. And then I did it, and then you kind of get this bug, and I got this bug, and then I got addicted to it. So he's since stopped, but me, I'm just different. I'm completely addicted to streaming.
Dude, that bug is such a real thing. I think so many of us have that.
Yeah,
so in that case, then maybe he was one of your inspirations, but who else or what brands have inspired you along this journey?
So honestly, I never really watched streamers at all. Barely ever watched any streamers. But since streaming, I now watch a lot of streamers all the time. Mm-hmm. My biggest inspirations are actually probably a lot of different people. I'm not saying big streamers. I don't watch big streamers at all, but like people in the community that I go and watch, there's always things that I look and can see that I think I could learn, and a lot of things I could do to improve my streams. Those kind of people are my inspiration. For me, what I do and watch a lot of YouTube and stuff to try and learn and pick up stuff. Alpha Gaming's a big one that I watch. I listen to Harris Heller quite a lot. There's a few others that talk a lot about streaming and things like that, which those for me are people where I want to be kind of at some point in my career, and then maybe beyond that at some point. So I've kind of got, that's kind of where I want it to go. And I'm not going to give up either because I don't want to.
Nice. So on that topic of inspiration, what kind of inspired the whole idea around building your own Discord, building NMSS? What got that churning in your mind?
Yeah, so when I first started streaming, I tried doing it. Tried to build a community. I was in some communities and I tried to build a community, but it didn't have the right mix of people. We didn't set it up correctly. We didn't have the right ethos. Like when you stream, like everyone will do this. When you first start streaming, you will always be like, come watch me, come follow me. You'll get quite selfish about it, I think. And a lot of people do have that mindset when they first go into it. And then the community died because it become this thing that just pinged everyone all the time. It was rubbish. We had about 200-300 people in it. And then when I picked streaming back up, I then thought, no, I'm not going to start a community. I can't help it. It's kind of like a thing that I have to do. It makes me sick. But I'll explain that in a minute. But I was in a load of different streaming communities. I thought, no, I'm going to take a back seat this time. I'm going to sit in other communities and let other people run them. And I'm going to try and just get involved in loads of different communities. And that's what I told myself at the start. And I was involved in these communities. And I was like, every time I was in these communities, it's like, oh my God, I was just thinking they could do this so much better. They could do that so much better. I'm not really getting any support here. They're telling me they're a support community. They're not giving back. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to find something that the way I want it to be. I'm just going to go and make it. I said I wasn't going to do it, but sod it. We'll go and do it. And then I just made Ninja Monkeys. And I really wanted the focus with Ninja Monkeys to be all about giving back to streamers and people, and as the ethos, and that will remain the same. I just want that to be, because I think that's what will help it succeed and grow if we just purely focus on supporting streamers. I think it'll be big platform for everyone in the community, people that really want to get involved with it. So, yeah.
For sure. So yeah, on that point, I want to stay here for a while. I was planning to do this one later, but so what's your ultimate vision with NMSS? You just kind of touched on it, but if you could go deeper in that, I'd love to hear that.
Oh, ultimate vision on Ninja Monkeys. my ultimate vision for Ninja Monkeys is to be, and you might laugh at this, is to be one of the biggest kind of streaming support brands available to streamers.
Wow.
In the whole entire Twitch and YouTube market. That's my ultimate vision. But at the same time, my vision is to not only have the Ninja Monkeys, I want to work on other projects around the Ninja Monkeys to kind of give tools to Ninja Monkeys, or for Ninja Monkeys to get tools from. There's some other projects that I'm working on in the background at the moment. I've already kind of started as well. So just to give it more depth and constantly change and adapt it and try and find ways that we can grow it ultimately to become as big as we want it to be. But yeah, my goal is to really try and make a community that's absolutely huge and gives platforms to people to really get involved. And actually, I'm really excited about. I'm gonna call you out here, King Cole. I'm really excited about this interview thing that you're doing, and the effort and your video editing is really, really good. And I'm really looking forward to seeing like the stuff you do and how it grows the Ninja Monkeys, but also how it grows you as a streamer. And I'm hoping that the Ninja Monkey community is a good platform for you personally, on a personal level, for you to be able to grow and basically become like the sidearm interviewer of the Ninja Monkeys and actually create your own brand within the Ninja Monkeys that will hopefully lift you in your personal streaming growth. That's kind of what I want for you. From doing this for the community, and I got quite excited about this, and I've been thinking a lot about it recently, and yeah, that's kind of what I want, and I want other people to do that with us as well. You know, we've obviously got all the social stuff as well. We've got all the raids and things, but I'm hoping that the people that put all their time and effort into the Ninja Monkeys and growing it, hopefully, will also get the reward as a result of that, and that's what I want.
Well, I want to tell you, first and foremost, I've gotten an enormous amount of value out of the group that you've built based on the people I've gotten a chance to engage with. And, you know, this might be a cool bit for YouTube. A bunch of people don't know. I was in NMSS once and then almost out of NMSS for about a couple days there. And then I responded to a personal message from Drysdalez. And I just said, you know what, man, I had a lot of respect for how you came about it. And ever since, it's just been, I finally uncovered the great value that is NMSS and the people that are part of it. And so thank you. For the second chance or whatever, and rest easy. It's awesome, man. What you've done is crazy. It's great.
I think touching on that point, I think everyone suffers from that when they first come into the Discord. They're kind of, and it's hard for us to give them enough or too much information so that they can find their way. But actually, it's as simple as just talk to a community leader. If you want to do something here, just talk to us. We're open. We'll let you do that. We've also got the application process, but do not be scared to DM any of us at all. And if you're interested in doing something, then do it. Like 100%, because we'll support that. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely.
And we want to do those things. We want to do as much as we can across the board with as many people as possible to maximize the growth of the community and lift your personal streams, as I've already touched on.
I love it.
Just make that step. If you feel nervous, just do it. Don't let those nerves get in the way. Don't think, oh shit, we're in a Discord, there's thousands of people in here. Oh my god, what do I do here? I'll just sit in my shell like this. I'll just type a message in Gen chat every now and again. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Reach out to us. Honestly, 100%. Please.
Definitely.
That's what we want.
So to that end, tell us more about what you think the types of personalities or the types of things that need to happen to continue to lift this group and grow to that level that you just mentioned.
So we need to have more autonomy in place across a load of the different sections that we've got, which we're working on, make them more efficient and constantly keep bringing people into the teams that we've got with a view, like you'll see it. So originally when we first started, it was probably myself and a few others, but it was me pretty much at the time trying to keep on top of every single group all the time, fluttering around, and then Mike come on board, and then we had the raids, and Mike helped with the raids, and he's setting up all the raids, and then slowly, subtly, more people have come on board, and now I can, like, for instance, the raids and the moderation as two prime examples, they're going very, very well, and Dota and Nelson are working exceptionally well on and establishing new raid stuff, improving those, things like that, and that's what we need to grow. We need to have everyone specialized in their certain areas within the Discord that are going to benefit the growth. We're not there yet, but we also in some areas need to establish better processes. So once we've got that nailed, we will obviously keep constantly changing and adapting anyway regardless, but once we establish those things better for the short term, then we'll slowly grow more and more and more and more and more. heavily focused on the recruitment process side at the moment, and the NMS content creation stuff is the main two things that I'm looking at the moment. But we just need to basically have as many bodies as we can at the top, working as hard in their own right to lift the whole community up, and that's what will see us grow. Because the more people that we've got, the more exposure that we've got, the quicker we grow. I don't think the core values will ever change for the Ninja Monkeys.
Right on.
And I think that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. Thank you for that. That's awesome. We're going to change gears a bit here and talk a little bit more about like your history as a gamer. So like, what's the first game you ever really kind of fell in love with?
Oh my God, the first game I ever fell in love with. Oh, I can remember some of the. So I had a Sega Mega Drive. I was probably about 5 years old when I first played games. But I think one of the first games I ever played was some like Alex the Kid or something. I would say something like that. Or Sonic. I loved Sonic. Sonic games were pretty decent. But in terms of falling in love with games, my first. The original Roller Coaster Tycoon. I fell in love with that game. That was years ago. I don't even know how long ago that was.
Shout out. Dude, that's like 1998, I think, is when that was out.
I was like 8 years old then when that came out.
Yeah, man.
I love the Baldur's Gate series as well. That was something that was really close to home for me. Love those kind of games. That was something that I really fell in love with. What else do I play? But other than that, like FIFA was a big thing for me growing up. Constantly would play FIFA, like from the early FIFA days. It's only over the last few years I've really stopped playing FIFA. So I like sports games and football games and things like that.
Nice.
The sport games.
On that end, I want to ask you a question we haven't had on here before, but it's a really good one. I just thought of it's. What do you think of the current, like Twitch overall, like the different games that are popular right now? Like, what do you think of that current environment? What is your favorite of those? Do you think it's great that there's a lot of different things going on? Like, where's your head at with all that?
So all the popular games at the moment seem to be the mass multiplayer kind of games. You've got the likes of Apex, Call of Duty up there, League of Legends. They all involve multiplayer participation. There's no real single player heavy games at the top. They're always the multiplayer online games that seem to attract the most attention in Twitch. But what's your question in terms of what do I think about them? Yeah, I mean, games overall?
Do you like the vibe, with, Among Us and Fall Guys? Like, is that stuff cool to you? Is that kind of odd?
No, I don't find it odd. I like playing those type of games, but at the same time, I like playing quite story-driven games. It depends what mood I'm in at the time. I've recently been playing Modern Warfare, like Warzone. I've never played it, and I decided to have a crack at it. The likes of Spellbreak I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of kind of online multiplayer. League of Legends I've played as well. The only bad thing about those games is if the comms is quite open, like especially with League of Legends, like the toxicity in there just pisses me off. I don't understand why people can be just such knobheads all the time. But I think the games are good. I think they're good. They are basically games that drive their own communities and bring people together in some form. I enjoy the games, but equally I enjoy a nice story game as well. If I want to sink my teeth into a nice story/film kind of game,
for sure. So I got another good one for you, Drysdalez. Please tell us first of all how to properly pronounce that, and then what that name, like, what's the story behind the name?
So you pronounced it correctly. So Drysdalez is the name. So my first name's Reese. My second name in real life is Drysdale. It's just got a Z on the end of it. But the story behind that name is where it originally came from and how the Z ended up on there. So I was playing FIFA when I was younger as a kid with one of my friends, and we were making our own FIFA players, like messing around.
Yep.
And he made his own player, and I think at the time Berbatov played for Tottenham at the time.
Okay.
If you don't know, I don't know if you know Berbatov.
I remember that name.
Yeah, Berbatov is quite a big player. So his last name was Rogers, so he named his players to Roger Tov because Berbatov was his favourite character. I didn't really have a favourite player at the time, and nothing really gelled. So I was like, I'm just going to make my guy Spanish, put a headband on him, make him look Spanish, and I'm just going to whack a Z at the end of my name and then pronounce my name in a Spanish way. So I was like, I'm Drysdalez.
That's unreal.
And then it just stuck.
Oh my god! That is awesome. Thank you so much. I've been wondering that for months. I'm glad I know. So here's another one I want to log up to. So I know a lot of times, other community leaders and stuff like that will call you whatever, the Messiah and things like that I have understood you're not keen to. What is a good name or nickname we can use as, you being our leader and stuff like that? What should we go with?
So I kind of do like it, but at the same time I don't like it, right? So the reason why I don't like it is because it makes me feel like I'm superior to everyone, and I don't like that feeling. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So I kind of don't like that. I kind of want to be at the same level as everyone else, kind of, and not be seen as this like scary person, if that kind of makes sense. Because some people do feel like that when they talk to me and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like they have this kind of like fear of interact. Like I'm gonna, I don't know, whatever. I have no idea. Like I'm all powerful and I'm gonna like smite them or something. But I'm really not. That's kind of why I don't like it too much. And it's like being branded with that makes people fearful, and I'd rather people felt like they could just come and talk to me whenever. That's kind of what it's to do with. But in terms of names, I don't know. Whatever. Call me. I don't mind what you call me. You call me whatever you want. Mike does. Mike calls me anything abusive that you can think of normally.
That's funny.
And I don't mind that. I don't mind a bit about that. But Drysdale, Reese, Driz. Yeah.
Cool.
Driz, whatever you want to call me. Messiah's not too bad though. Messiah's kind of I'm warming to Messiah a bit because it's not like that's not such a superior thing. That's kind of like I don't know, it's just like a Messiah.
It's like a helper. It's like a person that kind of it's like a leader amongst his peers. So we'll do a couple more. I want to know, back to just like streaming in general. What's the biggest challenge for you when it comes to that and growing your brand and community?
Time is the biggest challenge for me. There's so many things. So I spend so much of my time on the community and then doing the once a week community channel. I try and put a lot of effort into making that content really good and then doing all the community stuff. My own stuff that I do on my own channel tends to take a back seat. And most of the time I just end up turning on my stream and playing some games and chatting on there. When I actually really want to put a lot more thought into the content I'm making on my own personal channel and try and structure it in a way and do something more meaningful so people are getting actual value from my content, in my normal content. And that is the biggest struggle for me. It's the lack of time. Plus, I also have a job. I have 2 kids as well, so I've got that all thrown into the mix as well. I tend to make my own channel suffer as a result of the community and obviously the kids. So that tends to come to the bottom of the list, if I'm honest. So that's my biggest challenge is actually trying to spend more time on my own sort of content stuff. That's my biggest challenge at the moment is finding the time to put more stuff and effort into there.
Right on. So then the last one I want to ask you before we get to kind of your shout outs is what advice or what would you tell anybody looking to do what we're doing, to either start streaming or if they're looking for a group or a networking group to be involved in? What would you say to sell them on Ninja Monkeys?
What would I do to sell them on Ninja Monkeys? I wouldn't sell them on Ninja Monkeys. Ninja Monkeys is an amazing place, absolutely. It's a really good place to get involved in if you want to grow. But what I would do is I try and make sure that they try and, if they're new to streaming and they want to grow their brand, reach across as many platforms as you possibly can. There's good examples of a lot of people in here that have obviously got their names in a lot of different Discords and spending effort in a lot of different Discords. That's easy if you're not running a Discord and you want to get involved in different Discords. So go and do that. Get to know as many people as you possibly can when you're first starting, because that will only help you. Make as much content as you can with your time. Don't stream for stupid amount of hours regularly because it's not going to help you put your effort into networking and growing your channel in terms of creating content on other platforms and stuff like that. That would be my advice. So yeah, but Ninja Monkeys is a great platform for you to grow your stream. So it should always be one of those platforms, I think, that you should invest your time in as a streamer.
Absolutely, sir. All right, cool. Well, the mic is all yours for shout outs or anything, man. Take it away.
Oh, it's still mine.
Yeah.
So can I not ask you some questions as well, King Kong?
If you'd like to. That's not usually how it goes, though.
I want to know, just one thing I want to know in particular. What made you decide that you wanted to do these kind of interviews and stuff? And do them with the Ninja Monkeys, that is, because you could have just started doing them and just done them on your own channel, right? So I'm intrigued to know.
I saw it on the first, so there was a schedule that was posted in the pinned content creator group, and we've since changed it. But in the first run of it, that was one of the topics, and everything had a name by it. And I saw that category, you had like your name by 3 of the different things. And so I saw your name as the only person under that one, and the fact that I recognized, because I stay up with our content and stuff, I didn't notice any of those. And so that topic was just really cool to me. I thought, wow, what a great way to connect, what a great way to show off, all the talented and cool people I've already met in this group. We should definitely do this. And then I thought to myself, it's not a tough edit. We basically just film something, and then we cut it down or here and there and add an intro, outro, and there you have it. And it's just something that lives forever. And gives people an opportunity to showcase, all the great stuff they're doing. So that's why I wanted to do it.
It's a great opportunity to benefit both people. I think it gives them an opportunity to sing their praises, and it gives you a great opportunity to hone your skills as a YouTuber and become amazing at interviewing and grow yourself at the same time, I think.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, okay. I've loved it, man. It's been an awesome experience through and through. So, yeah.
All right. Let's hope to continue. Okay, so I guess I should do shout-outs.
Yeah.
Shout-outs to everyone. I said this at the end of one of my last videos, everyone here does not need me. Everyone has got whatever they need inside of them if they just take the time and put the effort in. So I'm just gonna say a big shout out to everyone across the Discord that is putting, whether it's 5 minutes a day or 4 hours, 5, 6, 7 hours a day into the Discord. You're all truly amazing, and if it wasn't for all of you, this place wouldn't be as successful as it is right now. So thank you. That's really what I want to say.
Cheers.
I don't want to name out anyone specific because I don't want to miss anyone out. But everyone's everyone's doing their bit and everyone's really doing a great job.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. This is awesome. Yeah, I will.
How long did we go on for? Are we good?
That's 21, so we're literally at 22 just now. But I think that's going to be fine. It'll probably end up being like 19 or something. I'll take out my awkward bits and then...
And my awkward bits like right now, right?
No, well, yeah, this part doesn't have to be in if you don't want it. But yeah, I really appreciate you.